Do you know what, right? They just promoted Grimsby. Only because they're the first thing that popped into my head because they just got promoted.
Right, so there's this game we play where we go through the different consoles, all the different consoles, and we compare it to things like we've done biscuits or packets of crisp flavours. What I want to do with you is football clubs. So we're going to go through each console and you're going to say which football club it would be. And it doesn't have to be Premier League. It could be any league. So let's do that. So let's start then with the PlayStation 2, which is my favourite console ever. I think it's a classic, a game changer.
So, right. I'll give the PlayStation 2 Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Why would you pick Aston Villa?
Like, big club. Mm-hmm. Good, but not like the top, not the creme de la creme. But I do have a lot of good memories on the PlayStation 2.
I think they're like a classic club as well.
Yes. I'm more of an Xbox. I am Team Xbox.
Okay. But yeah, I think Aston Villa's a good one. I think it's nostalgic as well. You got Steven Gerrard there now. So he's bringing that nostalgia back.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are picking up their PS2s again now and playing. So
going back on, I could sit and play. I'm trying to think, do you know, I can't think of the name of it. It's one game my mate used to have. And I don't know if anyone knows it. It was like a bike game. But it was almost futuristic. Like, it was almost like futuristic bikes. I don't know.
It wasn't like Airblade. Do you remember Airblade?
I don't know.
Airblade was skateboarding, but it was floating skateboard.
Nah, it wasn't skateboards. It was definitely bikes. But you go through like cities through the sky and things like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called.
I think I know which one you mean, but I
very addictive.
Think of the name. Okay, let's go to Xbox then. Let's do the Xbox One.
Yeah, that'll be Man City.
Man City.
Creme de la creme.
Come on, City.
Since they won the league, we'll put them at the top.
Yeah. Xbox One. Is that your favourite console?
Probably, yeah. It was actually a Christmas where I used to love Robot Wars.
I was talking about this earlier.
Did you play the game? Did you ever play the
No, never played the game.
Very
I used to watch it.
Very addictive. Love Robot Wars.
What was there one called Matilda?
Yeah.
Was it a ladybird?
She was one of the house robots. Yeah, Matilda. And I must have been probably 9 or 10. And they had it like an Argos, like I said, Kill-A-Lot robot, and I really wanted it. I really wanted it for Christmas. And we never, to be fair, we kind of got on like the gaming boom a bit later. Mm-hmm. I had the original PlayStation, but it took a while before we got that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really like clued up and stuff on consoles, and then I thought that's what I was getting. Because my parents being like very like hinty and secretive. And they bought me like a small TV and an Xbox. And I still didn't comprehend. The first game I had in it was The Simpsons Hit and Run and The Great Escape.
Oh my God, I remember The Great Escape.
Oh, The Great Escape game. Do you know what? I didn't like it the first time I played it because it was so far away. Like, they just make you do loads of weird missions that are so off the storyline. The same as the Italian Job. I don't know if you ever played the Italian Job game.
Yes, I used to play it. Yeah. Because you could be in London.
Yeah, you could do London while you're in. Yeah, it was so good.
That.
We watched it on stream, the walkthrough.
Yeah.
The graphics are so bad, but it was brilliant.
It's so bad. But I used to pick a house on the map in London and pretend that it was my house.
Yeah.
So I would just drive my little mini.
Yeah, you could just do free mode.
Yeah.
You just do free mode. Fantastic game.
Loved it.
But The Great Escape and Simpsons Hit and Run were the first 2 games I had in it. And that console was just so good.
Mm-hmm. I think that was I've always been PlayStation, but I did cross over for Xbox 360. But to come into a market where it's like PlayStation, and that, because obviously Nintendo had the Nintendo 64 and they probably had the GameCube, I guess, but it was all PlayStation. For Xbox to come in and just be like, no, we're here. We've got a good console. And they won people over as well, so...
Yeah, loved it. And the graphics were like revolutionary at the time.
Yeah, definitely. Right, let's do the Game Boy Color. So this is Nintendo.
When we say, is that the one before the DS?
Yes. So that one, I had one, and I had Pokemon like blue and red. The classic had Tetris on it. So you had the cartridges and you put them in the top.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have one.
I had one when I was young.
I didn't have one of them. I mean, my nan had a version that wasn't actually. I think it was a knockoff version.
I know which ones you mean.
Yeah, it was a knockoff version. It pretty much had Brick Breaker on it and some sort of like snake game.
Yeah.
But it definitely wasn't the original one. It was a classic. I know
think of like
it.
an old classic football club then.
I'm trying to think. Do you know what, right? They've just promoted Grimsby. Only because they're the first thing that popped into my head because they just got promoted.
Grimsby.
I was like, they got like an old classic ground.
Classic ground.
But it was good. I mean, I respect the nostalgia, but I was a DS. I played on the DS.
Do you have like Nintendogs and stuff?
Yes.
Cooking Mama.
Brain training.
Brain training. I got the new brain training on my Switch.
There's a new one.
Yeah, they brought out
Okay,
a new one.
I'm gonna get a Switch just for brain training.
It was so fun. It actually works as well.
Is it the same guy? Is it the same like
Doctor,
mad doctor?
yeah.
I know because of the K. Does it begin with a K? I can't think of his name.
It's a long name, and
the
we're neither of us gonna get it right.
I like the one with the. I remember you used to use like the stylo pen with the pet with the money. You had to like count it up, and he started going mental like when you got it
do
right.
all the equations and remember the images.
What a game!
What a game. Okay, next one. Let's do a new console then. Let's do the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, I've got one of them. Do you know what though? I can't because it keeps breaking. I can't give it top mark. Like when it works, it's brilliant. They did add a fix to it, but it freezes now and again on my FIFA games.
Okay.
I'm gonna call. Do you know what? I'm gonna give it Plymouth Argyle because I love it.
Yeah.
And it is my favourite, but it lets you down all the time.
It let you down.
It lets me down in the key moments.
You're loyal to it.
Yeah, I'm loyal. I'm loyal, and it's a fantastic console. It's much better than the Series S. The S is really bad for FIFA. I don't know why.
You haven't played the S before.
Yeah, the S is weird. Like for FIFA, it doesn't work as well. I don't know why, but yeah. I mean, the X it's an unreal console. Like it's so quick. The graphics are ridiculous. Like for all games, but it does now and again. And it's not even that. I don't know whether it's because of heating. Even though it's not that hot, it just does random shutdowns.
Oh no. Okay, so let's now do the PS5 then. The rival.
What? I hate it.
You hate the PS5?
I hate the menus. It really annoys me.
It's similar to the PS4 though. It's not.
Yeah, but I wasn't really. The PS3 is probably the one that I played. See, I know it might be on your list. The PS4, I just didn't play. I played PS2, not PS4, and I have a PS5. I bought it literally to use to do collabs with YouTubers that have a PlayStation because most of the FIFA YouTubers play on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the few that don't.
Okay.
But the menus, the controller, no, I don't like it.
So let's pick a football team you don't like then.
Well, we can put Wycombe Wanderers on there and they'll go, oh, you're rent free again as always. But like naturally, we don't like them.
Yeah.
Wigan, actually, that's another one recently that
okay.
they've started kicking off. We can liken it to them.
So you got Plymouth as the Xbox.
Wigan are probably more because they think they're massive. They're not really. That's what PlayStation 5 is. They think it's a great console. I mean, it probably runs all right. It's PlayStation rent from head. I just don't like it. Because I did, with the Xbox menu, you can close the app with FIFA, and I put a clip up and people got really angry about it. I accidentally deleted the game, and I genuinely accidentally deleted the game because on Xbox, if you scroll down like 3 or 4, it just shuts the game down.
Oh.
You can actually scroll down 3 or 4 and delete the game in one click. That's silly. Muscle memory.
Yeah, that is silly. Okay, so let's the last one we're going to do then is the DS.
Yeah.
Let's do Nintendo DS.
No, I love the DS. That was good memories. I mean, we've had Man City, we've had Argyle. I've put Tottenham as the other team I like, so we're liking it to Spurs.
Tottenham. And they're now Champions League, right?
Well, they are next season. Yeah,
next season.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I like the DS. Did you like the Nintendo DS?
I loved the Nintendo DS because I like Nintendogs. Loved it.
I did play that actually. To tap the food, right?
Yeah. What was the game that Animal Crossing, was that on the DS as well? I
think that was on my sister. I think I got my sister that. She loves that Animal Crossing. I never played that. Did you ever have a PSP as well?
Yes.
You used to play FIFA on the PSP.
I think that the PSP was misunderstood.
It was a really good game. The fact you could put the little disc in the back.
Yeah, and I think it was too advanced for its time. They tried, the graphics were good for a handheld.
Oh, FIFA was awesome on the PSP.
It was like the Switch, but too early for its time. So I think that at the time a lot of people dissed the PSP, but I think it was quite good.
It was good.
And it's got this one Final Fantasy 7 game and you can't play it on any other console to this day.
Apart from the PSP.
And I need to get my hands on it.
I've never played that. I know it's massive. I've never played it.